The papacy is not just a position of immense spiritual authority. It's a role that shapes the destiny of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide and significantly influences the moral and social discourse of humanity. As Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope and a transformative leader of the Church, approaches the later years of his papacy, speculation grows about who might succeed him. Among the names whispered in Vatican corridors and Catholic communities, one stands out: Cardinal Luis Tagle of the Philippines. Today, we'll explore why Pope Francis seems to favor Cardinal Tagle and why many believe Cardinal Tagle is the most likely candidate to become the next pope. This is not just a narrative of favoritism, but one of alignment, vision, and the shared mission to shape the Church in an era of profound change. Cardinal Tagle is no ordinary prelate. Born in Manila, the heart of Catholicism in Asia, Tagle has emerged as one of the most respected and admired figures within the global Church. His rise to prominence, his intellectual and pastoral approach, and his unmistakable humility have made him a symbol of the Church's future. But why has Pope Francis placed so much trust in him, and how does this signal a possible path to the papacy? To understand this, let's first delve into Cardinal Tagle's unique qualities. At 66 years old, he is relatively young in the ecclesiastical world, making him a dynamic and vibrant leader. His warm and personable demeanor has endeared him to millions of Catholics. Tagle's ability to laugh with the young, cry with the poor, and preach with profound theological depth resonates deeply in a church yearning for leaders who are both relatable and deeply spiritual. Tagle's charisma, however, is not superficial. It is deeply rooted in his theology and pastoral philosophy. His teachings and homilies consistently emphasize mercy, love, and inclusivity, key themes of Pope Francis's papacy. For instance, Pope Francis has often called for a poor church for the poor, and Cardinal Tagle has embodied this vision through his work in the Philippines, a country with widespread poverty, but also a rich and vibrant faith. His leadership style reflects a blend of intellectual rigor and heartfelt empathy, a rare combination that captures the essence of what the Church seeks to be in the modern world. Now, let's talk about the key roles Pope Francis has entrusted to Cardinal Tagle. One of the most significant was his appointment in 2019 as the prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, commonly referred to as Propaganda Fide. This congregation oversees missionary activities around the globe and plays a vital role in the Church's expansion in areas where Catholicism is growing rapidly, such as Asia and Africa. The position is often considered one of the most powerful in the Vatican, earning its head the nickname Red Pope due to its immense influence. In this role, Tagle has been tasked with ensuring the Church's mission remains vibrant, particularly in the developing world. This appointment is more than a sign of trust. It's a clear indication that Pope Francis sees Tagle as someone capable of steering the Church into the future. It places him at the epicenter of the Church's global evangelization efforts, aligning perfectly with Francis's vision of a decentralized, outward-looking Church. Additionally, Cardinal Tagle's appointment as a member of the Congregation for Bishops, which oversees the selection of bishops worldwide, underscores his growing influence. By placing him in a position to shape the next generation of Church leadership, Pope Francis has shown immense faith in Tagle's judgment, values, and ability to foster a global Church rooted in mercy, justice, and humility. But why does this matter in the context of papal succession? The answer lies in the subtle yet powerful way Pope Francis has elevated leaders who share his vision. Francis has consistently sought to transform the Church into a more inclusive, missionary body, one that reaches out to the marginalized, listens to the cries of the earth and the poor, and seeks dialogue rather than division. Cardinal Tagle is in many ways the embodiment of this vision. Moreover, Tagle's Asian heritage carries profound symbolic and practical importance. With the Church experiencing declining membership in traditionally strongholds like Europe, it is in Asia and Africa that Catholicism is growing most vibrantly. As the former Archbishop of Manila, Tagle represents the thriving and hopeful face of the Church in the global South. His appointment to the papacy marks a historic shift, signaling the universality of the Church and its commitment to regions where the faith is flourishing. Let's also consider Cardinal Tagle's communication skills, another essential trait for any potential pope. Fluent in multiple languages, including English, Italian, and Filipino, he can speak to diverse audiences with ease. His ability to convey complex theological ideas in a simple, relatable manner has made him a beloved figure, not only in his native Philippines, but also across the Catholic world. Then there is his youthful energy, an invaluable asset for someone may need to lead the church for decades. Unlike many of his peers, Tagle's relative youth and vitality make a candidate capable of offering continuity and stability during a time of significant challenges and opportunity for the church. So why is Cardinal Tagle considered likely to be the next pope, in the position he holds? It's about the hope he represents. A time when the shapes of often a faith that is hopeful, compassionate, and deeply human. Imagine a church